Hi everyone, it's Chi-townTraci of Art Attack Supply. I just kind of want to show you something, a video share of something I created for a swap that I'm in over at the craft hole. We are doing a mini clipboard swap. So I want to share that with you, and I'm going to share with you quickly some of the things that I used. I used a stationary's desk by Prima, and just so you know, all of this stuff is available in my store. So stationary's desk by Prima. I used score tape, which was nice and easy, and I used my mini inker and distress inks. I love that they're so little. I can just leave them on my desk. Okay, so let me just show you what I created. So this is one of those clipboards from Michael's, the ones that you got super cheap. I think they were like a couple bucks. But you can see here, it was a metal piece, and I thought this was kind of ugly. So I always want to revert back to the older ones, which are kind of hard to find, with the big clippy. So I used my Inca Golds. You know how much I love these to change colors. The only bad thing about these is they kind of mold, and I don't know what it is about the product that it molds, but honestly, I just always keep it as dry as possible, keep the lid on it, and just if it molds, I just wipe the mold off. I mean, I'm willing to do that because I love them so much. So anyway, I use the gold here. I probably should look online and see why it does mold, but whatever. So I mean, when it gets on here, it's nothing gross or anything like that. It's dry, and it looks just like, it doesn't rub off or anything. But anyways, so this is, all these metals here are from that package that I did purchase from Alicia. So I've been using those like crazy. I am loving the metals. So, let me see, this is that piece right there. And what I did was I bent it around here. So I could lift it. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. And you want to lift it from here, so there. You can see that it still lifts. So the metal piece is actually around here, if you can see that. And then I put a metal piece down here. Now I did cover the whole thing with paper. So this is the stationary's paper, and you can see that I used my glamour dust. I don't know if you can see that, but this is all glitter. This is not how the paper came, but I just painted over that with, let me grab this, with this, the glamour dust. This you can get at Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and it's like $1.79, $1.79, super cheap. I use them all the time. So I just painted the rows, and I added some more paper up here, and I did put paper over the metal here. And this is the back. The back is also has paper on it. And how I just put the paper on is I did use my Mod Podge, and but I didn't Mod Podge over. I just Mod Podged over here because I was concerned with, the paper coming off, since you're going to be up here so much. But this is an altered clipboard, but it's a very usable altered clipboard. I wanted something that she could use, and if you put a lot of embellishments on it, you can't use it anymore. So I made her something extra because I wanted this to be functional. So these are, like I said, I did distress these more with Inca Gold. So these are actually two metal pieces. Then this clip right here is 7 gypsies, and I just added that so I could add my little charm here. I really need to get down and figure out how I can do a video without just having one hand. But you can see how cute this turned out. There you go. And that way, if it gets in her way, she could just unclip it and move it, or she can even just take it off. So let me clip that back on. Okay, so then I added another metal piece here. And then this is one of my Wild Orchid craft flowers. I don't know if it's Wild Orchid Craft or Craft Supplies, but I didn't have a red one. So what I used is my Heidi Swap, sprays, and I used it on my craft mat and kind of painted. I also used my gelato, and I also used some glitter, and then the glamour dust is on there too. again, this metal piece is from Alicia's store, and this is just some metal rhinestone trim. You know, the whole rhinestone chain. This guy here. And these are the 7 Gypsies clips. I also use these clips like when I'm crafting, like when I wanted to adhere this metal piece, I clipped it on with these. These are great. I love these. So that is the clipboard. Now, because the clipboard was so plain, I thought, oh, I better make her something else. So I made her this journal. So I could use the same paper for the journal. I used some lace here, some Hobby Lobby trim here. This is a cutout from the paper pad. This is a doily cutout. Two more of the metal pieces. The same metal piece I used here. Well, very similar. I used here, and then like a daisy, and then a vintage button. And I also used my Viva pen around here to kind of distress. And that, well, you know, I used my vintage photo, kind of rolled it, and then used the Viva pen. Let me show you this. This is another product that I'm loving because it's so accurate. I do like this. I should get more of these. Then I used my vintage photo, and what's really nice is it kind of just stamped it right on my seam binding to make it look older. And let me undo this here. I'll focus on that way. Okay. So the seam binding is obviously I covered it, so I put it in between the papers. I added a little pocket. This is just something random that I purchased at Michael's, and I distressed it. These are just little paper pieces, you know, from the paper, the cutouts from the paper. They're really pretty. So you get that. And, I don't know what she'll use them for, but I just kind of like the way they look there. And then this, I used another piece of paper, but I love this stamp. This stamp says this book belongs to, and it is a Prima stamp. I think I should carry it in my store. It's so cute when you're doing journals. So it's just, you know, a cling stamp. And they're only like $1.90, so it would be great to put in there. So it says this book belongs to, then she could put her name. And then it's just, you know, paper. I covered it. And it was so funny. I was trying not to be distracted when I did this book. And, of course, my daughter distracted me. She is obsessed. She is obsessed with... not the social media. I mean, she's 10, and it's just like, she follows this one girl, and she thinks she's a goddess. But anyway, so I used my score tape, and anybody who uses score tape knows that you don't mess around with this. I mean, I was laughing because somebody said on the craft hole, we were talking about mistakes and stuff, and gluing stuff upside down, and she said, with crafting, you've got to look twice, glue once. So once you add that glue, you know it's no going back. So I added the score tape, and I tried to close the book, and it was not going to close because it was too tight. So I had to rip it off, hence the binding over here, because there's a seam here, and cover it with another piece of paper. Luckily, I had another sheet of that paper, so I could, you know, do the front side, because this was completely torn off. But anyway, so be careful with your score tape. It's awesome. It sticks really well. But again, look twice, glue once, or tape once, however you want to do it. So sorry, I snagged that from somebody at the craft hole. She said it yesterday. I also put in a little bookmark of seam binding, and of course, it's just all glued in here. So that is for my swap. I hope she likes it. I know there's not a whole lot to it, but it's just so pretty. You didn't really need a whole lot. Don't you agree? And just look at that. My fiance laughs at me because he says when I do my videos, it's like I'm actually talking to my crafty friends, and I feel like I am. So don't you guys think that was enough? I just really didn't want to overwhelm it. And here you can still put a piece of paper and use it. What I learned from my swap partner is she uses the clipboard. She has an old clipboard like this. This is the one I have. And she covers it with foil, and she uses it to, when she's doing her embossing, she just clips this in and she embosses her things, and it doesn't move. The foil reflects the heat I just thought it was a simple idea. That's why I didn't use this one. I only have one. A simple idea, but wow, so smart. And any project she does, she has this little clipboard with the foil, and the foil just wipes right off. So I haven't done it yet, but I have the clipboard. So anyway, those are my 2 tips today. So you guys, I hope you like it. Hope you had time to check out my store. I'm really excited about it because you know I love a good deal. So anyway, ciao. Hope you like it. Leave a comment. Hope you joined my giveaway. Ciao.